Organic portals are not soulless beings. They have souls. They are us before we awaken from the dream. We were once there. We were once one of them. We were once removed from our heart-centered energies, our inner beauty, and were experiencing the antithesis of balance. We needed to eat and drink so we could nourish our bodies. We needed to breathe air so our organs would function. And more importantly, we needed to have a limited amount of access to our senses so we could effectively be led astray. Our souls were under a form of anesthesia. When one is placed under anesthesia, one loses sensation. Anesthesia is a state where one cannot feel pain, as in the pain associated with surgery. One thing that is not often mentioned is one's inability to feel the antithesis of pain, which is pleasure. Not only is the person on the operating table unable to feel pain, they are also unable to feel love, inner beauty, harmony, and any type of resonance with other beautiful beings. Anesthesia is a two-way street. When we think about anesthesia, we're very likely to focus on its use in medical procedures as a means of numbing certain parts of the body or even the entire body in order to prevent the patient from feeling any pain during a procedure. I'll be viewing anesthesia through a different lens. Our body, basically our carbon-based flesh suit, is not the only part of us that can be placed in a state where there's this loss of sensation. Our souls can and have been placed under anesthesia before we gained our divinity. When we're anesthetized, our awareness of what's happening to us is, for the most part, compromised. In many cases, it's non-existent. We're vulnerable to every single adverse force in our presence and are subject to being harmed and being taken advantage of and being used in ways that we wouldn't even consent to if we had full control over our senses. Our soul is subject to the same vulnerabilities when it experiences a loss of sensation, when it's placed under anesthesia. Anesthesia doesn't last forever. Anesthetics eventually wear off, and the building of tolerance eventually makes the anesthetic less effective. Those who have awakened from the dream have pretty much developed enough tolerance to the anesthetic to gain a glimpse of what they have been enduring. And at that precise moment, as soon as they get that glimpse, their higher self throws them a lifeline. Now we find ourselves here. We've got a clear picture of where we were, and even more importantly, we have a clear picture of why we're here. Our spirit life journeys have led us here for a very good reason. We're the ones who'll be standing beside organic portals as they awaken from their dream. We were compelled to learn what it was like to become human again and experience the virtues that stand before us when we walk on a path toward connecting with our higher selves. Stand beside those who are waking up. Stand beside the souls as the anesthetic wears off. We need to create a recovery room and be ready to support their transition into this new reality. But by no means is it our duty to wake them up. They will awaken at their discretion and with their higher self ensuring it is done so in a manner that speaks to their needs. Just remember how it felt being alone when you awakened. If you could hypothetically repeat that part of your journey, ask yourself what would have been the first thing you would want to see when you opened your eyes. Did you want to wake up to an empty room or be surrounded by others standing beside you to mark this transition into this new reality. Be the recovery room you would want to awaken in. That's all for now. Be well, sun gaze, and reject fear.